The Jedi Order's legacy is forged by warriors whose power shaped galaxies, toppled empires, and redefined the Force itself. From shadowy temples to war-torn battlefields, these guardians balanced raw strength with wisdom, leaving marks that echo across Star Wars history. But who stands above the rest? This isn't just about lightsabers or telekinesis. It's about legacy, impact, and the sheer audacity to defy destiny. Buckle up. We're diving into the top 10 most powerful Jedi, ranked by their mastery of the Force, their battles, and the weight of their choices. Let's ignite the debate. At number 10 we have Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn. Qui-Gon Jinn defied traditions, trusting the Force's whispers over the Jedi Council's decrees. A wise Jedi Master with a weathered wisdom, he walked the razor's edge of the living Force, anticipating events before they happened. His discovery of Anakin Skywalker altered galactic history, but his true power lay in his defiance of death itself. Unlike any Jedi before him, Qui-Gon mastered the secret of eternal consciousness, a feat even Yoda struggled to replicate. Qui-Gon's mastery of the living Force allowed him to retain consciousness after death, a skill so advanced that even Yoda sought his guidance to learn it. This achievement alone places him above many Jedi who, despite their power, could not transcend mortality. His death on Naboo was unfortunate but wasn't an end, rather it was a new beginning, sparking a chain of events that would unravel the Sith's plan. While Master Qui-Gon may not have the raw combat prowess of Mace Windu or the sheer Force mastery of Yoda, his ability to commune with the Force on a spiritual level sets him apart. He was a visionary, paving the way for future Jedi to understand the Force in ways the Council never imagined. Yet, imagine the galaxy if he'd lived. Would his guidance have saved Anakin? Or was his sacrifice the only path to balance? At number 9 we have Jedi Master Plo Koon. He was born on the planet Doran. At some point, Koon was discovered by the Jedi Order and was selected to be the Padawan of Jedi Master Tyvaka. Koon eventually became a Jedi Master himself. Plo Koon was known for his mastery of the Force in ways consistent with Jedi teachings, such as his use of the Electric Judgment ability, a rare light-side variant of Force lightning. Electric Judgment was a less lethal and more controlled application of electrical energy, used sparingly and with restraint. It was not the same as the destructive and hate-driven Force lightning of the Sith. He had a strong bond with the Force. He saw potential in Ahsoka Tano long before her trials and championed his clones as more than just soldiers. During the Clone Wars, Koon's smart thinking and deep compassion made him a key figure. But he wasn't focused on fame. While others wanted glory, Jedi Master fought to protect the galaxy, showing that true power isn't about destruction, but about helping others, even in tough times. Koon's Electric Judgment ability showed his special connection to the Force. His leadership during the Clone Wars earned him the loyalty of his troops, proving he was strong both as a fighter and as a mentor.
Number 8 we have Jedi Master Kit Fisto. Kit Fisto's grin could disarm any opponent, but it was his emerald lightsaber that made him a true threat. A Nautolan Jedi, Kit thrived where others struggled, whether in underwater trenches, toxic jungles, or even the heart of Palpatine's lair. He was a master of Form 1 lightsaber combat, turning battle into a fluid art as he sliced through droids and Sith assassins with ease. But Kit's true legacy is defined by his bravery. When he faced Palpatine, he fought with such ferocity that he actually stunned the Sith Lord. However, Palpatine's wrist flick was all it took to end Kit's life. Still, that moment showed his true power. Few Jedi dared face the Sith Lord head-on, and even fewer made him work for it. At number 7 we have Revan, a figure whose story is full of light, darkness, and redemption. Revan was once a Republic hero, known for his brutal tactics that wiped out the Mandalorian armies. His methods were so fierce that they shocked even his fellow Jedi. But the horrors of war led him down a darker path, and he fell to the Sith, becoming a powerful warlord. Yet Revan's story didn't end there. He clawed his way back to the light, scarred but unbroken. Revan didn't just wield the Force. He bent it, blending both the light and dark sides into a powerful hybrid. His legacy is both a warning and an inspiration. He proved that while power can corrupt, redemption is always possible if you're strong enough to face your own darkness. Coming in at number 6 we have Ahsoka Tano, a Jedi who outgrew the Order to become its truest embodiment. After being cast aside by the Jedi Council, Ahsoka forged her own path. She wielded twin white blades, symbols of her neutrality as she fought against Empires and Sith Lords alike. Her duel with Darth Vader on Malachor wasn't just a lightsaber battle. It was a reckoning. Ahsoka didn't fight with hatred. She fought with grief. Her strikes were precise as she confronted the monster her former master had become. Ahsoka's power lies in her defiance of labels. She's neither Jedi nor Sith. She channels the full spectrum of the Force, unshackled by dogma. Ahsoka proves that true strength isn't just given. It's earned, forged in fire, and wielded with purpose. She's a living testament to the idea that power is something you seize, not something handed to you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more in-depth Star Wars content, and let us know in the comments which Jedi you want to see featured next. Number 5 we have Obi-Wan Kenobi, a Jedi who turned survival into an art. Known as the greatest diplomat of the Jedi Order, Obi-Wan became its last guardian, weathering betrayal, war, and exile with dry wit and unwavering resolve. His mastery of Form 3, a defensive lightsaber style, wasn't flashy, but it was unbreakable. Obi-Wan faced off against Darth Maul, General Grievous, and Anakin Skywalker, outlasting them all. But Obi-Wan's true power wasn't in his duels. It was in hope. Stranded on Tatooine, he held on to his faith in Luke Skywalker, the galaxy's last hope. Obi-Wan wasn't just about winning battles. His legacy lies in futures saved. He was the bridge between the Jedi Order's fall and its eventual rebirth. Obi-Wan's defeat of Anakin Skywalker on Mustafar is one of the most iconic moments in Star Wars history. His mastery of Form 3 lightsaber combat and his ability to outlast opponents through sheer endurance make him one of the greatest duelists in Jedi history. Number 4 Mace Windu, a Jedi who walked the edge of darkness and dared the Sith to follow. His mastery of the Vapad form channeled his inner fury into a whirlwind of purple plasma, making his combat style so lethal it bordered on heresy. Mace's most defining moment came when he cornered Emperor Palpatine. For a brief moment, the fate of the galaxy rested on Mace's blade. Mace's flaw wasn't weakness, it was certainty. Convinced of his righteousness, he underestimated the Senate's corruption and Anakin's inner turmoil. But in that moment, Mace showed the true might of the Jedi. He didn't just fight Sidious, he nearly defeated him. Power alone isn't always enough, but Mace's near victory remains one of the greatest what-ifs in Star Wars history. Mace Windu's near defeat of Palpatine is one of the most impressive feats in Jedi history. His mastery of Vapad, a lightsaber form that channels dark side energy, makes him one of the most dangerous duelists in the galaxy. Number 3 we have Yoda, whose greatness wasn't measured by raw strength, but by his incredible endurance. For 900 years, Yoda guided the Jedi through times of peace and peril, his small frame hiding a massive connection to the Force. He lifted X-Wings, dueled Sith Lords, and faced the collapse of the Jedi Order with quiet dignity. Yet it was in exile where Yoda's true lesson was revealed. He taught Luke that failure isn't the end, it's the best teacher. Yoda's power wasn't just about lifting rocks. It was about rebuilding hope from the ashes. Though he fell, faltered, and endured unimaginable loss, Yoda never stopped fighting. His wisdom echoed through the galaxy, proving that while power fades, wisdom lasts forever. Yoda's duel with Emperor Palpatine in the Senate chamber is one of the most iconic moments in Star Wars, showcasing his unparalleled mastery of the Force. Despite his age, Yoda held his own against the Sith Lord, proving that his connection to the Force was unmatched. Coming in at number 2 we have Anakin Skywalker, known as the Chosen One, a supernova of raw power and potential. Anakin's strength in the Force was unmatched, even by Yoda, with his ability to bend the Force to his will. Anakin crushed Count Dooku, outmaneuvered Obi-Wan, and fought with such ferocity that his duels became the stuff of legends. But Anakin's greatest strength became his greatest weakness. His fear of loss led him down a dark path, slaughtering planets, trading freedom for power, and ultimately kneeling to a Sith who promised control. Yet in his final moments, Anakin proved that the light never truly dies. He died as he lived, a slave breaking his chains, sacrificing himself to save his son. The balance of the Force came at a steep price, paid in blood and fire. Anakin's defeat of Count Dooku and his near victory over Obi-Wan on Mustafar highlight his incredible combat skills and raw power. But it's his redemption and ultimate sacrifice to save Luke that cements his legacy as the Chosen One. Finally, at number 1, we have Luke Skywalker, the Jedi who didn't just rebuild the Order, he reinvented it. In the Legends timeline, Luke transcended the dogma that had doomed his predecessors. He merged the light and dark aspects of the Force without ever surrendering to either side. Luke faced unimaginable threats like Abeloth, a cosmic horror, and emerged victorious. But his true power wasn't in lifting starships, it was in lifting people. He inspired a new generation to rise, rebuilt the Jedi Council, and made them guides, not rulers. George Lucas himself called Luke the ultimate Jedi. And for good reason. Luke embraced the full spectrum of the Force, proving that true mastery isn't control, it's harmony. The farm boy turned myth, the Jedi who dared to hope, Luke Skywalker didn't just save the galaxy, he redefined what it meant to be a Jedi. Debates over rankings will always rage. That's part of the fun of being a Star Wars fan. But one truth stands clear about these Jedi. They didn't just wield power, they defined it. Whether through sacrifice, redemption, or sheer defiance, each of them shows us that the Force isn't just a weapon. It's a choice. So if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and let us know your top picks in the comments below.